Good evening, everyone. My name is Shotayo Bulatfe, and I'll be talking on what we did in our last class. So basically, we talked about the continuation of Flexbox and how it works in our last class. So this is the example of what we did in our last class. So to explain and describe how Flexbox works. So this is what we are doing. So we created a card container, then we created our flex items, in it. So this is the styling for the card container. So basically the display flex is to make it on a row. So by default, when we have display flex to a particular container, by default it becomes in a row format. Then the flex wrap, so in case we have multiple items and all of them can fit on a particular line, the flex wrap comes into action. So it wraps it. It's just like, oh, we can't contain you in this row, go to the next row. So that's the meaning of the flex wrap. Then the padding is for the container. So padding is okay. This padding is okay, the space on top, at the side, left and right, and at the bottom. And this gap is for the flex items, the gap between all the flex items. So then let me just talk you through it. Let me give you an example of how it looks like. So this is how it looks like. Okay, it's loading, So this is how the card components, this is how they look like. So basically this navigation bar is what we did in our last two class. So this is the card component I was talking about. So if I remove in the CSS part, so if I remove it, this flex wrap, so as you can see here, so can you see them here? Can you see what is going on with them here? So then the flex wrap says, oh, okay, you can't continue, if there's not enough space, please move to the next section. So that's basically what flex wrap is all about. Then the padding 20px is, can you see? Let me show you. So as you can see, can you see this space here on top here, the space beside here, and the space at the bottom here is as a result of the padding 20px. So if I remove the padding of 20px from here, can you see how they look like? So there's no space around this card component. So if I put in the padding, you can see now that there's space around them. So basically this gap is the space between the flex items. So if I remove the gap, can you see that they are now joined together? All of them are joined together. So now if I put in the 20px gap, can you see that there's now space between them, space between the other components. So this is the flex item. The flex item is the card component. So can you see dot class? So we are using the dot class selector. We are using the class selector. So basically, so that we did that in our previous classes. So can you see that the background color for the classes for the cards are blue? So that's basically what we did here. That's the code for this. Then this flex, so this is a shorthand property. So we are saying, okay, this first one is saying, okay, take the available space. So take the available space, which is for flex grow. So grow, I want these card items to grow. So this is a flex item property. The flex is a flex item property. So one says grow, the second one says shrink. Then this 250 is the flex basis. So the flex basis is the initial length of those cards. So if I put it to 150, so you can see that the length of the cards have reduced. Can you see that if I put it to 50px, can you see that their length reduces? So if I put it in 250, so that's it. So the border can you see this border radius? So let me remove the border radius. So this border radius is preventing the cards from having sharp edges. So can you see that they are not now having sharp edges again. So it is preventing the cards from having sharp edges. So you can see that is the edges are now kind of rounded. Yeah, and basically this padding is for the text in the card. So if I remove this padding 20px, so can you see it? So this padding is for the top, the bottom, the left and right inside the card, inside the flex item. So can you see now? Can you see how big it looks like? Can you see how good looking it looks like now? So after that, we also talked about transition. So we talked about transition, and we use this button to describe transition. Yeah, so we created a button, then we gave it a background color of blue, a color of white, and padding. So padding basically is the inside of the card, so the inside part of the button. So this padding, this first part is up and down vertically. So this 10px is for the vertical part, and this 20px is for the left and right. So if I look, can you see how the button looks like? Can you see how this button looks like right now? So if I shorten it and I put it to 5px, can you see how short it is? Can you see how short it is? Can you see that it's up and down, that it is the up and down of the button that it is affecting? So that's it. Then we did transition. So basically transition is okay. The values you put into transition are your property. So background color is your property. Then the duration. So the duration is 0.2 seconds. Then the timing function. So the timing function is, so we do not just put this is there, it's for a particular reason. So is the way is works is slow start, fast middle and slow end. Yeah, and we gave this button a border of none, so we don't want to see any black stuff around the border. Yeah, that's why I removed it. So if I remove this border none, you will see a thick stuff. Can you see this thick stuff around the button? Yeah, so we said okay, we don't want any border to be there. Then the border radius, I talked about it in the previous explanation. Border radius, we don't want the edges to be sharp, we want it to be smooth and clean, rounded. Yeah, then we did the background color. So over is a pseudo class, so for our button, so this is, I'm overing on the button, so that's the pseudo class to speak to the over function. So this is it, over. When I over, I said when I over on it, I want the background color to deepen. I want it to be a deep blue color. Yeah, so then we also talked about footer. So we created, just to explain further on Flexbox, so we talked on footer. Yeah, and we did okay, these are the flex items, so this div are the flex items. Then we styled it. So we did okay, footer, display flex, justify content, space around. So we did that in our last two classes. So space around is, I want space before I want space around these items. Can you see there's a space here, the space between, so space around. Yeah, so I can also say space evenly. So I want equal spaces between the flex item. So I want equal spaces between the flex items, but we're using space around. Then the padding 2rem. So inside this container we want a padding. So the space here, up here, the space down here, and the space on the left and the space on the right. So that's what the padding is for. Yeah, so we call the background color to be black. Then the color of the color is for the text. Can we see that it's white? So the color is for the text, which is white. Then the footer section, so the footer section, so we want the footer section is the flex items. Yeah, so we want it to have a flex of 1. What does it mean by that? So the flex of 1, we want it to take the whole space. We want it to take the whole space. Yeah, so we don't want any space to be left, so we want it to take the whole space. Then text align center. So if I remove this text align center, you see that the text is not at the center. So can you see how it looks like? But text align center aligns all the text at the center. So that's basically what we did in our last class. Thank you very much. Do well to like and subscribe. Thank you.